Ever wondered what it's like to hike an active volcano? To walk across steaming lava fields, peer into smoldering craters, and conquer towering peaks where fire and earth collide? From lava roasting marshmallows to sledding down volcanic slopes, these 8 daring volcano hikes will take you to the edge of adventure. So, are you ready to step into the fire? Mount Etna, Italy. Picture this, you're standing on the slopes of Europe's most active volcano, the ground beneath your feet warm from the magma coursing deep below. Welcome to Mount Etna, a towering giant in Sicily, Italy, where fire meets ice and legends are born. Rising nearly 11,000 feet above sea level, Etna is a beast that never truly sleeps. It erupts frequently, painting the night sky with glowing rivers of lava. And yet, you can hike it. Yes, you can actually trek across this untamed force of nature. The adventure starts with a scenic off-road ride in a 4x4, cutting through Etna's otherworldly landscape. Blackened lava fields, ancient craters, and billowing clouds of steam. The terrain feels like the surface of Mars. Then the real challenge begins, the hike to the summit. It's steep, rugged, and unpredictable, but every step is worth it. The closer you get to the top, the more surreal it becomes. The air turns crisp, the scent of sulfur fills your lungs, and suddenly, you're at the edge of the crater, staring into the abyss of a volcano that could roar to life at any moment. But don't worry, expert guides monitor the activity daily, making it a thrilling yet safe adventure. And the views? Absolutely breathtaking. On a clear day you can see as far as the Mediterranean Sea, a striking contrast to the smoking volcanic landscape. Mount Etna isn't just a hike, it's an experience of a lifetime. Mount Mayon, Philippines. Imagine standing at the base of a volcano so perfectly symmetrical that it looks like it was sculpted by the gods themselves. Welcome to Mount Mayon, the Philippines' most active and dangerously beautiful volcano. Towering at 8,081 feet, Mayon isn't just a hike, it's a test of endurance, courage, and respect for nature's raw power. The journey begins in the lush forests of Albay province, where the air is thick with humidity, and the ground is rich with volcanic soil. The lower slopes are a world of their own, dense jungles, hidden waterfalls, and ancient lava formations from past eruptions. But the real adventure starts when you climb higher. The terrain turns steep, rugged, and unpredictable with loose volcanic rocks making every step a challenge. The incline is relentless and the heat, absolutely unforgiving, but the reward? Unreal. As you push through the final stretch, the summit reveals a breathtaking panorama, miles of green fields, the shimmering Pacific Ocean, and the distant sleepy towns that Mayon has both nurtured and threatened for centuries. And then there's the crater itself, a gaping, smoke-spewing abyss that serves as a constant reminder of Mayon's unpredictable wrath. Guides are a must, as Mayon can erupt without warning, but for those daring enough to take on this fire-breathing giant, the experience is nothing short of legendary. Pacaya Volcano, Guatemala. What if I told you there's a volcano where you can roast marshmallows over flowing lava? Welcome to Pacaya Volcano, Guatemala's most accessible yet thrilling volcanic adventure. Standing at 8,373 feet, Pacaya is alive, fiery, and constantly reshaping itself with each eruption. It's one of the few places on Earth where you can walk on still warm lava fields, feel the heat radiating from underground, and witness glowing molten rock oozing from the earth, all while standing safely just feet away. The hike? Short but intense. It takes about 2 hours to reach the top, but don't be fooled. It's a steep, lung-burning ascent through a mix of dense forest and black volcanic ash. The higher you go, the more surreal it gets. The trees thin out, the air turns crisp, and suddenly, you're walking on a landscape that looks straight out of Mordor, charred, rocky, and steaming. And the best part? Lava-roasted marshmallows. That's right, local guides carry sticks and bags of marshmallows because the heat from underground vents is so intense, you can toast them to golden perfection. And as you sit there snacking on your smoky, gooey treat, you'll be treated to an unforgettable view of Guatemala's other towering volcanoes in the distance. Pacaya isn't just a hike, it's an experience that blends adventure, danger, and a little bit of campfire fun. So, would you dare to toast your marshmallows on an active volcano? Mount Ngauruhoe, New Zealand. What if I told you that you could hike into Middle-earth and stand atop the real-life Mount Doom? That's right, Mount Ngauruhoe, one of New Zealand's most striking volcanoes, played the role of Sauron's fiery mountain in The Lord of the Rings. But this isn't just a cinematic backdrop, It's a real, living, and breathtakingly intense volcano waiting to be conquered. Rising 7,516 feet above sea level, Ngauruhoe dominates Tongariro National Park, surrounded by steaming vents, ancient lava flows, and deep red craters that look straight out of a sci-fi movie. The hike itself? Brutal, yet absolutely epic. The steep, scree-covered slopes make every step a challenge. You climb 3 feet, slide back 1. The higher you go, the more your legs burn, but the more unstoppable you feel. And then you reach the summit. The view? Otherworldly. Below, the emerald lakes of Tongariro sparkle in contrast to the dark volcanic rock. The crater itself? A deep, smoldering reminder of the raw power beneath your feet. And for Lord of the Rings fans, standing here feels nothing short of legendary. Although climbing into the crater is discouraged out of respect for the local Maori culture, the hike up is still one of the most rewarding challenges you can take on in New Zealand. Mount St. Helens, USA. What if you could stand on the edge of history, gazing into the gaping mouth of a volcano that erupted with the force of 1,600 atomic bombs? Welcome to Mount St. Helens, one of the most infamous volcanoes in the United States. This once perfect peak was forever changed on May 18, 1980, when it unleashed the most destructive eruption in U.S. history, flattening 230 square miles of forest and reshaping the land in ways still visible today. And guess what? You can climb it. The 10-mile round-trip hike is a grueling, leg-burning ascent, but every step is a journey through a landscape frozen in time. The lower trails take you through eerie blasted forests and ashen wastelands, remnants of nature's raw fury. Then comes the real challenge, scaling the boulder fields and steep pumice slopes near the summit, where each step feels like sinking into quicksand. But when you reach the crater's rim, the view is absolutely surreal. Below you, the still-growing lava dome smolders inside the massive horseshoe-shaped crater. Looking outward, you see the Cascade Mountains stretching endlessly in every direction, a stark contrast to the destruction at your feet. Mount Rinjani, Indonesia. Imagine standing on the rim of a crater so massive that it holds an entire lake with a smaller active volcano inside it. Welcome to Mount Rinjani, Indonesia's second highest volcano, towering at 12,224 feet. This isn't just a hike, it's a multi-day odyssey through dense jungles, high-altitude ridges, and some of the most breathtaking scenery on Earth. The journey begins in the tropical forests of Lombok, where you'll trek past hidden waterfalls, mischievous monkeys, and misty jungle trails. But as you climb higher, the trees disappear, revealing a dramatic, lunar-like landscape of blackened volcanic rock. The real reward? Sunrise at the crater rim. After an exhausting ascent, you'll watch the first light of day paint the turquoise waters of Segara Anak Lake, with Gunung Barujari, the still-active cone inside the lake, steaming in the distance. It's a view that feels straight out of a dream. But the real challenge? Summit Day. A brutal 4-hour push through loose volcanic scree where every step forward feels like sliding 2 steps back. The wind howls, the altitude kicks in, but then, you're at the top. And suddenly, you're standing above the clouds with all of Indonesia spread out below you. Mount Rinjani is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare. It's an unforgettable adventure that pushes you to your limits. Villarrica Volcano, Chile. What if I told you there's a volcano where you can hike to the crater, peer into a bubbling lava lake, and then slide down the snowy slopes like a human toboggan? Welcome to Villarrica Volcano, Chile's most thrilling and active volcano, standing at 9,341 feet. This isn't your average hike. This is an extreme adventure where fire and ice collide. The journey starts in the stunning Lake District of Chile, where Villarrica towers over the landscape like something out of a fantasy novel. The climb is steep, exhausting, and covered in snow for most of the year, requiring crampons, an ice axe, and a guide. But don't worry, this just adds to the excitement. As you ascend, sulfur-scented steam vents remind you that this volcano is very much alive. Then comes the moment of truth, reaching the crater's edge. The sight? Absolutely mesmerizing. A glowing, churning lake of molten lava bubbles and spits, illuminating the inside of the crater with an eerie red glow. Few places on Earth let you witness something so primordial and raw. And the best part? The descent. Instead of hiking back down, you can slide down the snow-covered slopes on a plastic sled, turning your trek into an epic, volcanic roller coaster ride. It's wild, it's thrilling, and it's one of the most unforgettable hikes you'll ever experience. So are you ready to hike into the heart of a fire-breathing beast, then slide back down in style? Mount Vesuvius, Italy. What if you could stand on the edge of the volcano that buried an entire city alive? Welcome to Mount Vesuvius, the legendary force behind the destruction of Pompeii in 79 AD. Towering at 4,203 feet, this isn't just a hike, it's a journey through history, destruction, and raw volcanic power. The adventure begins with a winding road through Vesuvius National Park, offering panoramic views of the Bay of Naples. But the real thrill starts when you hit the steep, dusty trail to the crater. The path is short, only about 30 minutes to an hour, but don't be fooled. The loose volcanic ash and the incline make it a leg-burning climb. As you ascend, the air grows thick with the scent of sulfur, and the landscape shifts from lush greenery to barren, blackened rock, a stark reminder of the volcano's past fury. Then, you reach the summit. The massive crater yawns before you, steaming from deep within, a silent reminder that Vesuvius is still active. Peer over the edge and you can almost hear the echoes of history, the terrified screams of Pompeii's citizens frozen in time by the eruption's deadly ash. But turn around and the view is breathtaking. Naples, the Amalfi Coast, and the endless blue of the Mediterranean. Vesuvius isn't just a volcano, it's a time machine, a place where history and nature collide. From fiery craters to breathtaking summits, these volcano hikes are the ultimate test of adventure. Which one would you dare to conquer? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Explore Edge for more epic travel adventures. Until next time, keep exploring, keep daring, and chase the edge of adventure.